Hello all and welcome to another video of mine. This time we're going to talk about something totally different. I'm creating this video in order to invite you to my PhD research survey. You might have seen through my online channels and social media that I've been sharing the link for my PhD, and I would like also to thank the associations that they have been supporting me so far, promoting the link to my PhD survey to their members. Apart from that, we're missing, let's say, approximately 80, completed surveys, questionnaires in order to be able to reach the desirable number for our research. So I'm here to let you know and to give you some kind of benefits that you can get by replying to this survey, and also to answer some questions regarding the questions themselves, because I've been receiving some comments of yours regarding the questions of this survey, and I would like to clarify and to show you why is that so easy for you and what are the benefits by replying to such a survey, apart from getting some karma points, let's say, back to you, and some providing some positivity to the community. So the topic, as you see here below, is translators and entrepreneurship, critical factors affecting business performance, and mixed method empirical research. I completed my MBA, Master's in Business Administration, back in 2019. If I'm not mistaken, and my thesis was on client acquisition strategies for language professionals. Then I continued my studies for my PhD, this time having this topic, as you see here, which is more completed, as we say. So we need more numbers in order to be able to satisfy the needs and the requirements of a PhD level research. So I hope that some of you will be able to help me out with this. And of course, I'm willing also to give back to you. So let's start by introducing the survey itself and to show you why is that so simple to be completed, and it's not that difficult that you might consider having those questions. If I make, let's say, a short presentation of what is included. First and foremost, I think that as a benefit that you get by replying to such a survey, the way that it's structured, it takes you through a journey, through the skills that the translator should have in order to be able to actually exerce and provide their services as a solopreneur, as a freelance translator, as a professional. So it's good for you, first of all, to identify yourself through this, because sometimes we have some skills and we implement things that we don't actually understand that we have. So by taking this survey, actually, you will be able to understand that you have been providing and having those skills to your profession. You might have not considered them as skills. So the actual questionnaire is based on the EMT translation model, which is the European Master in Translation model by the European Commission, has been created also. Has also some hints, some questions based on 𝗵𝗁 translation model. If you Google them, you will be able to find out more about those translation models. Those models are also the base of teaching translators skills at universities, and they're called translation competence models. So the 𝗵𝗁 is the most well-known in the EMT. We focused on EMT translation model because it integrates more competencies when it comes to exercising our profession, okay, and providing our services, the translation service provision. But also the translation competence 𝗵𝗁 model is also a holistic model, and we have used also some questions based on this 𝗵𝗁 model. Okay, so if you have any more questions about this survey and how we actually were able to create this survey, I'm willing to answer all of your questions. You can reach out to me at any time, and I'm also willing to include my email to the description box of this video, so you can reach out privately through social media or via my email. So when you click on the link that you will be able to find here in the description box as well of this video, you will be redirected to a Google, let's say, page here, as you see, Google Forms. You see the topic. You see here actually the privacy that we actually don't ask for any private information and personal information here, so we don't gather any personal information. You are not going to be asked your email or your name, so it's confidential. And also we start with the technical competencies, language, intercultural, thematic information mining, technological and strategic competence that all of us, okay, we have, and we might not consider them, okay, that we have them. So that's why it's great, let's say, opportunity for you to go through those questions and to find out, okay, which of these you have strong. And actually the questions asking you the level of your agreement, okay, like if you strongly disagree or strongly agree from 1 to 5, okay, with each of the following statements in relation to your needs as a self-employed translator. We call it also independent language, let's say, professional. So you just need to tick the actual boxes here. It's that simple. So you actually need to agree or disagree and the level of your agreement when it comes to providing your service as a freelance translator. Scrolling down, you will see that all of those, let's say, skills and competencies based on the EMT model, the technical competencies, are included here. And of course, by going to the next section here, you will see that we are going to translation service provision competence. So apart from the technical competencies that we need to have as translators in order to be able to provide high quality work, we're asking you here also the level of your agreement with the following statements in relation to your needs as a self-employed translator. And again, it has to do here with the translation service provision competence. What's the difference? The first has to do with the linguistic, again, the technical part of our actually providing our services. And here has to do with the service provision as a service itself when it comes to providing our services. So you will see that those questions has to do more about the market demands and the job requirements here, meeting the deadlines, negotiating with the clients. So it has to do more, let's say, with the client phase of our profession rather than the actual technical knowledge that we need to have and skills in order to be able to provide our services. The next section here you will see is about entrepreneurial competencies, which is actually our, let's say, contribution to the survey. So you need to mark the extent to which you possess the following characteristics as a freelance translator, as a self-employed translator yourself. So not at all and extremely from 1 to 5. So I think it's very short in terms of time that it will take you to answer those questions because they're close questions. And of course, by scrolling down, you will see that we have included, let's say, networking as another skill, and we would like to know, and mentoring also. If you receive or you have previously received guidance from a mentor, please answer the following questions. So this is not mandatory because if you have not received, okay, you don't need to go through this section. And of course, business performance, which is actually our comparison. That's what we're going to compare here. Like you need to indicate also your level of agreement with the following statements in relation to your performance as a self-employed translator. And also, this is going to be our contribution to the survey. The last section, which is very easy, I assume, to be replied, has to do with the demographic data here. As you see, your profile and your experience, like your nationality. And let me know if you don't find your nationality here, but this has been taken from the UN list of nationalities. And here, what is your age? What is your gender? What are your native languages? Your language pairs and directionality, like from what language to what language you translate and vice versa. And what is your highest level of qualification? Your field of study. And which of the following best describes your experience, again, when it comes to how many years you have experience and what is your professional status if you're self-employed, if you, let's say, have initiated your own business or you are a contractual translation and so on. So I don't think that is that time consuming of you, but definitely I would like to mention that it's really interesting to go through this survey. It was also really interesting for me when I was like compiling this survey with my professors to find out the theoretical part behind of me exercising and practicing my profession. So I hope to hear back from you, any feedback, and definitely if you can take a few minutes, usually based on your replies, it takes you 15 to 20 minutes to reply this questionnaire. And of course, always I give back to the community. I have mentioned in my emails and those that I have approached through this, let's say, survey link. If you fill in and you would like, let's say, to get a free call with me or a mentoring session with me, I would be willing to give back to the community as well, to those people that they have taken the time to reply this actual questionnaire. I would be here also to give back to you and somehow to be able to return the favor. So let me know if you have any more questions, but definitely I would suggest you to go through this survey. It will really help you to identify yourself, your skills, your competencies, and what you need maybe you need to actually focus on and enhance in order for you to be able to provide yourselves a better way and to become a better entrepreneur, maybe, or to be able, let's say, to get the most out of our profession as a self-employed and freelance translator yourself. Let me know your thoughts if you have any questions. And thank you so much for those that you will take the time to actually fill in the survey. We need approximately 80 more questionnaires in order to reach the desirable numbers. So thank you so much. Can't wait to hear back from you. And if you have more questions, send me an email, okay, or reach out to me wherever we're connected. Bye-bye for now.